Hello kids, today we are going to learn a new lesson, adaptation in plants. Adaptation in plants. So, in this lesson we shall study meaning of habitat and adaptation. Adaptation for habitat, food and self-protection. In this lesson we are going to learn meaning of habitat and adaptation, adaptation for habitat, food and self-protection. Habitat and adaptation. We find living things, both plants and animals, all around us. Animals adjust well to live in their immediate surrounding and also move around to breed, means to reproduce, to look for food and also to raise their young ones. An animal's immediate environment which suits its requirement is called its habitat, and its ability to adjust to its environment is called adaptation. Here we are going to learn what is habitat and what is adaptation. Animals immediate environment which suit its requirement is called the habitat, and its ability to adjust to its environment. Animals immediate environment which suit its requirement is called its habitat, and its ability to adjust to its environment is called the adaptation. We find living things, both it may be plant or it may be animals or it may be insects, all around us. Animal adjust well to live in their immediate surroundings and also move around to breed, means to reproduce, to look for food and also for raise their young ones. See, adaptation for habitat. Let us learn more about adaptation. Let us more learn about adaptations in animals and that adaptations on the basis of their habitats. Depending on environment in which they live, animals can be classified into terrestrial animals, arboreal animals, aquatic animals, amphibians and aerial animals. Adaptation in animals are classified on the basis of their habitat. Adaptation for habitat, they are classified on the basis of their habitat. Depending on the environment in which they live, they can be classified, animals can be classified into terrestrial animals, arboreal animals, aquatic animals, amphibians and aerial animals. These animals are classified on their basis of habitat. Some animals are live on land, some animals are live in water, some animals are live in sky, means in air, and some animals live in both in land and water. This type animals are classified on the basis of their habitat. Now see, terrestrial animals. Animals that live on land are called the terrestrial animals. These animals are generally use their lungs as breathing organs and their legs to walk. Animals that live on land. They are called terrestrial animals. and generally they use their lungs as breathing organ and their legs for walk. Animals, those are living on land, they are called terrestrial animals and they are generally use their legs for walk and their lungs as a breathing organ. A snake lives on land but it does not have legs. It crawls with the help of its scales. See in this picture case. Snake, it's an animal and snake live on land but it does not have legs. Snake does not have legs. It crawls with the help of its scales. Snake crawls with the help of its scales. It does not have legs. Snake does not have legs. A camel lives in a hot, dry desert. Its long leg keep the body away from the hot sand, while its thick lips and tongue help it to eat the thorny bushes found in desert. The camel's hump is a storehouse of fat that it uses when it does not get any food or water for days on end. We know camel is called as a sheep of the desert. Why it is called a sheep of desert? Camel lives in hot and dry desert. Camel lives in hot and dry desert. Its long legs keep the body away from the hot sand. Its camel's long leg keep its own body away from hot sand, while its thick leaves tongue help it to eat thorny bushes. Thorny bushes, those are found in desert. The camel humps is a storehouse of fat that it uses when it does not get any food or water for days on end. So camel is called the sheep of the desert. Along with it used for carry loads and to carry people from one place to another. Okay, now turn the page. The polar bear. A terrestrial animal that lives in an extremely cold polar region has a very thick fur which protects it from extreme cold. It eats lots of fish and seals in the brief summer seasons and store fat in its body. This helps it to survive the longer winter months when there is no food available. See kids, it is the polar bear. It is the white color. It has a fur. Fur skin means it has lots of hair, just like a fur. The polar bear is a terrestrial animal that lives in an extremely cold region. Cold polar region has a very thick fur because protect from extreme cold condition. It eats lots of fish, seals in the brief summer season and store fat in its body. The polar bear eats lots of fish and seals in a brief summer season and store the fat in its body. This helps it to survive the longer winter months because in long winter months there is no food available, only ice is there. Ice fell down, so all food, whatever food will it cover by ice. So the polar bear will not get a food in that winter days. So whatever it eat in summer days, no, it store it fat in its body. Now see, unlike man, there are some animals that become inactive during the harsh winter or severely hot summer. Animals like bats, squirrels, mice, bears sleep through the winter since their bodies are unable to adjust to extremely low temperature. These animals are called hibernating animals, and their winter sleep is called the hibernations. Okay, unlike man, there are some animals that become inactive during the harsh winter and several hot summer days. Animals like a bat, squirrel, mice, bears sleep through the winter since their body are unable to adjust the extreme low temperature. These animals are called hibernating animals, and their winter sleep is called the hibernation. Understood, kids? What is hibernation and hibernation? Now see next, arboreal animals. Arboreal animals, koala bear, monkeys, chameleon, lizard, squirrels live on tree most of times. They are thus known as arboreal animals. Arbre means French word for tree. Arbre, French word for tree. In French, they called arbre means tree. Okay, those animals live on trees. That animals are called arboreal animals. Look in this picture, kids. Koala bear, monkeys, chameleon, squirrel, lizard, they all live on trees. Most of time they live on tree. So they are known as arboreal animals. The tree is their natural habitat. Arboreal animals have strong claws to cling to the branches. Monkeys have long, strong tail with which they can swing from the branches of trees. The tree is their natural habitat. Arboreal animals have strong claws to cling to branches. And monkeys have strong tail with which they can swing from branches of the trees. Now see, horse. Why do we spot more snakes during the rainy season? We see this question's answer in this one exercise. Okay, when we solve the exercise, we'll see the question. Now, aquatic animals. Animals that live in water are called aquatic animals. Ducks, whales, dolphins, swans, turtle, crabs, etc. The different kinds of fish are also aquatic animals. They all feed on aquatic plants and animals. Fish have gills as their breathing organs. Their streamlined body and fins help them swim and steer through the water. Aquatic animals that live in water, they are called aquatic animals, such as ducks, whales, dolphins, swans, turtle, crabs, and fish. Lots of different kinds of fish, all are aquatic animals, and they feed, all aquatic animals feed on plants, aquatic plants and animals. Fish have gills as their breathing organs. Their streamlined body and fins helps to steer through the water. Whales and dolphins also live in water but come up to the surface to breathe because they use their lungs and not gills for breathing. Dolphins and whales. Dolphins and whales also live in water. Dolphin and whales live in water but comes up to surface to breathe because they use their lungs and not for gills for breathing. Some birds live in water or near water bodies. Duck have webbed feet and turtle have flippers to swim. Some birds live in water and live near the water bodies, such as ducks and webbed feet turtles have flippers to swim. Cranes, flamingos have long, thin legs that help them to wade through the water. They feed on fish which they catch with their long beaks. Cranes, flamingos have long legs. They help them to wade through the water. They feed on fish which they catch with their long beak. Cranes have long, thin legs and long beaks. Now we'll see amphibians. What are amphibians? Some animals live in water as well as on land. They are called amphibians. Animals, those are live in water, they are called the aquatic animals. And animals, those are live on land, they are called the terrestrial animals. But here, some animals are live in water and live on land. They are called amphibians. For example, frogs, toads, salamanders are the amphibians. They live on land and live in water both. They are able to live in water as well as on land. They breathe through their lungs when on land. Their moist skin helps them to breathe when they are in water. These amphibians breathe on land through their lungs, but when they are in water, they breathe through their skin, wet skin, moist skin. That skin helps them to breathe. They are in water. Okay, understood, kids? Here we stop here and you read the lesson. Learn all new words. By heart that one. Write in your notebook. Okay? Understood, no kids? Thank you for watching the video.